Okay. So now,
This conference will now be recorded.
yeah. Okay. So here you have fill in all required fields, and the most important field is collective number. So what is this collective number here? Collective number means what we are doing an RFQ, one document only, which is having requirement of this X material and this much of quantity is being sending to these three vendors here. Okay. So in this case, how to compare? Okay, to compare the quotations that we received from these vendors, how we are going to compare that? These quotations, that quotations we received from these vendors belongs to X material with the 10 quantity only. So that is going to be identified with a collective collective key, okay, collective number or something like that. So that is going to be identified with a collection number here. This can be anything, either a numeric or alphabet or alphanumeric. I'm going for 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I create and just you present it and provide the material for which you want to send you want your the business is asking the quotation from the vendors and for how much quantity that we require. So these both the things that we have to maintain in the RFQ here. So what's the material we created? So it is a 500643. So we are going for the material number 500643 and the quantity that we required here is 10. Just you present it. And it is asking the delivery date here. See, please enter delivery date later than the deadline for submission of bids here. Which means we are giving the we are providing the vendors a grace period of 1 week to send their quotations, but the vendors who are sending the quotations they must know that when the business wants this material, that means the delivery date. If the vendors who can deliver the goods on those delivery dates, those vendors only can send their quotations. That is the meaning of providing the delivery date here. For example, the business is required this material maybe on 26th of month. That means those vendors who can deliver the goods before 26th, though from them only, and those quotations only valid for us. And you just press enter and save it. Yeah, so this material here you can see, please first maintain the vendor address. That means this material and this is the quantity we required by 26. Okay, so for which vendors that we are asking for, we are asking the quotations to send. So for that we have to go to this vendor address and maintain the vendors here. The vendor number is 300H00. This is the one vendor whom I created. So for this vendor, I am sending this RFQ. Yes. And then automatically it will create the number 151. And I'm also sending the same requirement of the material to one more vendor. One more vendor is a 1. So this for this also I'm creating. Yes. And one more document is created. So like this, how many vendors that we have, those many for those vendors that we are going to send the ask, we are asking them to send their quotations here. Okay, has not been created in purchasing version 3435. So maybe 3, yeah, so he is also not maintained. So we are asking only 2 vendors here to send their quotations for the material 500643 with the quantity of 10. So now we go back. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So now what we did here, we have raised a request for quotation for the 2 vendors here. Now the vendors receive the quotation and they have confirmed the RFQ and they send their quotations here. So those quotations we are going to maintain here in ME47. quotation just maintain here, and the very first quotation that we received from the vendor RFQ 151, what is the price he is quoting us? For example, $450. So whenever you want to maintain the price, select this material and click on this uh, conditions, item conditions here. Here you have to maintain that price with the condition type PB00. What is the price that he is quoting? That we have to maintain. It's a gross price. Okay, it's a gross price that he is providing us. Just go back and save the quotation. And again, the same RFQ which we have sent to one more vendor, 152. Here also, you should go with the item conditions and maintain the price with the condition type PB00, and maybe he's quoting the price at 475. Okay, and then come back.
Can I stop you right there? Just one quick question.
Yes, yes.
Okay, on these RFQs, are you relating this to the purchase requisition? Is the
No,
requisition number on any of these?
no. We are creating the RFQ
No?
directly here. Okay, we are not taking any
Direct.
reference of the purchase requisition here.
Okay.
Okay, so
I got
first I'm trying to explain you how to create RFQ directly here. Then we'll see
you.
how to create with a PR.
Okay.
Okay.
All righty. Carry on.
Yeah, all right. So that is the reason. Go ahead. So the difference that you have to find it here. So when we are creating the RFQ directly, what we are trying to do here is we are entering each and everything, the material, the quantity, the price, everything that we are entering here. But when we take the reference, so what is the difference that you will find? You will come to know here. So now you just save the document. And once you whatever the quotations you received, once you maintain in the system, then what you need to do, you have to compare them. You have to compare the price here with the ME49. Just click on here, and here requires of collective RFQ number. So the collective RFQ number which we have maintained is 1234 that we have maintained in the RFQ document. Just click on execute, then it will system automatically provides the ranking to the vendors based upon the price they are quoting with the business. So this vendor has been given the first rank and this vendor is given the second rank here based upon the price they quoted for us for each bag. Okay, so then what we try to do, the rank which was given by the system to this vendor, that we are going to do we are going to we are going to raise the purchase order here. And if the business is having the authorization, then we can set this price as a market price. In the edit, you have save market price. So from this quotation, the system is going to save this price as a market price. But to determine the market price, we need to define the condition type for that price. So that we are going to discuss in the pricing. For now, you just need to understand, we raise an RFQ and we receive the quotation from the vendor and we'll compare those quotations here. And in the comparison of the quotation, the system by default provides the default ranking based upon the price the vendors quoted with the business here. So this is where that you create a RFQ directly and you're going to compare the quotation that you received from the different vendors. For example, I want to create RFQ with reference to PR. Then go to here MB41 and here you select the document type. Okay, and also provide the quotation deadline, and you have to click on this reference to PR. Then it will ask the PR number, purchase requisition and purchasing group. Just go with this. Then it will ask the collection number, for example 1432. Okay, 1432. Then the system automatically picks the material as well as the quantity that is required from the purchase requisition. See here 20 bags and this is the material, and this is 50 kgs of this material here. So these both the materials are being copied from the PR to RFQ. So for which you want to send the quotation, you can select that material only, or you want to select all the materials which are determined from the purchase equation. Then just click on this adapt plus details here. So select the materials and then click on adapt plus details, and this delivery date must be after the quotation deadline here. For example, 26th. And for the next material also, what's the delivery date you required? Maybe this I'm required on 31st, maybe. So like that you can provide here. And now this is the requirement that you want to send to the vendor. So click on the vendor button and provide the vendor numbers, okay, for whom we are asking the quotations to send. Just save it. One more RFQ document will get created here. Yes. Yes, 153. And one more vendor, 801, and press enter and save it. 154. So now again the same thing. We receive the quotations from the vendor, and that we are going to maintain the quotations here. And here we are maintaining 153. Okay. And select this item. Okay. And click on conditions for this 20 case of the bag. So for one bag, how much is the price that he is providing that we have to maintain? PV00, for example, $430 is providing, then come back. And for the next material also, go to the conditions and maintain the condition type as PV00 here. And the price is, for example, 320. Yes. Now come back and save it. Yes. And next quotation also, you're going to maintain the price of the material here. For example, you go for PV00, which is, for example, 500. And for this material also, go to the item conditions, maintain PV00, which is, for example, 350. Yes. Now go back and save it. Now again, we have to compare the quotations. Just go to ME49. And what is our collective for RFQ here? 1432. So that should be remembered. Now you can see the rankings based upon the for this material, what is the best one, for this material, who is the best vendor. So that is getting provide the ranking automatically by the system based upon the price they quote with the business here. Okay, so this is all the information that I have given here. You can create a document, collective number. It is to identification of the invitation of bids from the different vendors for the comparison of quotations. So provide any number, material, repeat the same process for other vendors. And maintaining the quotations here and comparing the quotations. So like this, you can able to perform the RFQ and quotations and comparison of your quotations here. Yes, Robert, are you able to follow me?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Yeah?
I just
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
something I have to play with.
Yeah, you had to play
Yeah,
with that. Okay. You had to do so hands-on with this creation of this thing. Okay.
that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Robert, sorry, can we stop over here for today's session? I have a meeting with my client in 15 minutes. Okay, so it was
Yeah.
not planned. Okay, so
Yeah.
I just got a message. So,
No problem.
yeah,
No
can you
problem. I
please
want to.
speak here?
You gave me enough. I need to absorb this first.
Yes.
And play with it, practice with it,
Yeah,
So that's
so,
fine.
yeah, that's fine. So tomorrow we'll meet and we'll see the purchase order. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So the next
Sounds
process
great.
here is purchase order. So from here we'll get to know more kind of the things to remember and to do play with. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good.
Sounds good. All
Yeah.
right.
All right, Robert. See you in the next session. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a good night.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye.